So I'm Nate Condon. I was born and raised in Janesville. Currently live outside of Marshall in the sticks, if you will, with my wife and two kids. Actually, that's not even true anymore. My daughter's 21 and has moved out. My son is going to college in the fall. So I got into banking when I got out of college, and my father's always owned a business, and he's always been really good with numbers. I did mortgages. I did kind of your typical banking things, but it just got a little mundane. It got a little pretty much every refinance looks the same. The house purchase side of it was a little bit more exciting, but still they all kind of started to blend together. This side of the world, everybody's situation is different. Every single situation presented variety. And that was what I was really searching for when I decided that I had done mortgages for long enough. It was, I need more variety, and this really fit the bill. In June of 2020, I started my journey, if you will, if you want to call it that, through a very, very serious health condition. Best they can figure, I'm the 70th person ever to deal with what I have or what I dealt with. Resulted with me being in the hospital 62 days, having a major surgery where organs were removed and that kind of thing. And so going through that slowed me down. It helped me gain perspective. It helped me to understand that hitting a ball out of bounds on the 10th hole is not the end of the world. It really reinforced why I do what I do. And when you have something taken away, it's interesting because it can either set you on a different path, and you can either look at it and go, that's okay that got taken away, because actually I want to go over here anyways. Or it can create a scenario where you really realize how valuable certain things are in your lives. And having something taken away, for me in this career, just reinforced why I do what I do and why I love what I do so much. My brother had an interesting comment for me. He said, most people in their lives see the highest highs, right? They see, the birth of a child or getting married or whatever it might be, right? They see really great times. He said, you've seen the highest highs in life, and you've also seen the absolute lowest lows. And he said, most people don't have a spectrum that's that wide. And so it's perspective that you gain. Just being able to relate in a way that says, I've been there, maybe not exactly where you are or where you were or where a family member is or whatever it might be. I know what that looks like. When you're in times like that, you just want to know that you can talk to somebody that's also been in a similar situation. And I think that's what I can carry forward with it as I talk to more clients and see how their journeys change. Comfortably unique to me is a very hard thing to quantify in words because it's so subjective and it has emotion tied to it. And so trying to describe what it is in words is very challenging. It's creating comfort in an area of the world that is uncomfortable for so many people. Math, money, all of these things are very objective and cold and kind of need to be what they are, but we can't have these without emotion. And so comfortably unique is the ability to kind of pair these two ideas together and make it so that you don't have to be a math major to understand what I'm talking about. And so when somebody comes in for a meeting, we're sitting down and having a conversation. There's not a boardroom table. There's not, it's stepped back so that people can feel comfortable to talk about things that maybe they'd be uncomfortable talking about without that environment. And again, it doesn't mean that doing it a different way is bad. It just simply means this is the way that we do it. And it's really trying to drive home the idea that if I can make you more comfortable, I'm going to be able to do a better job for you. What gets me excited about walking into the office is we can create actual, tangible change in people's lives. And there's not a lot of people that can say that they can do that with their job. And it's both a huge responsibility, but it's also incredible. It's just a joy to be able to see somebody struggle with something like finance because it's hard. Math is hard, money's hard, right? I mean, it's the reason why a lot of people get divorced, it's the reason why a lot of families break up. So we can affect change, it's pretty meaningful. It changes you as a person when you can do that for people.